Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Sheikh Sufi Ba, SheikhSufi@gmail.com, CheikSufi@gmail.com. Opening prayer for the greatest shaman that I know in the West, Brother Ankh, Rising Sun. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin al-Fatihi lima ulika wal-Katimi lima sabaka Nasir al-Haqi bil-Haqi wal-Hadi ila siratika al-Mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wal-Miqdarihi al-Azim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Ghayr maghdubi alayhim. Waladwallin. Alhamdulillah. Dr. Sanada Kamara, co-founder of Temple Mother Earth, sending love, peace, and abundance prayer to everyone around the world.
Peace and love, my Nubian family and beyond. Give thanks for this 2024, for whatever is in your heart to be appreciative and have gratitude for right now. Take a moment and do that. I'm Yaniya Obate Kunsela, Pathfinder Pearson, co-founder of Blue Pearl, Center of Diasporic Sacred Arts. My wish, my prayer for you is simple. Know your power, know your gifts, and use your gifts. Use them. Trust your intentions. Trust yourself. Trust your heart. Give energy and power only to that which you desire. Keep your eye on the highest frequency of love. And know that you are held. That is my prayer.
Aboru, aboye, aboshishe, alafia, ubuntu, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, sanda, om namah shivaya. I give you praise in the name, shalom, whatever your wonderful, wonderful beliefs and your system of beliefs is, we give praise. But we give praise to the Olodumare, the Olorun, the Somole, the Agbamole, Efunfun, the Legi, Pupu, Tekunani, Samujuano, what their room, Mojuba, Mudemo, Male, Mafon, Matibojo. We give praise to the God who is the owner of today, the owner of yesterday, and the owner of all days to come. He to whom the Rumole and the Agbamole exist to know its laws and command, originating creator, all things discovered and yet to be discovered. We give praise to our grand, powerful ancestors, those wise ones who come, give us directions, light, love, and help us to be able to receive the benefit in our life. We ask that you be able to embrace the great divinity of Rumila, the one who is witness creation, second only to all Damari, the owner of medicine, more powerful than medicine, the immense orbit that fought the day of death. He to who is the perfect in the house of wisdom, is able to heal and to regenerate you creatures of ill luck and bring them perfectly back into homeostasis, understanding, light, and love, and helping you to embrace the love of the universe as we give praise to all the creatures of the universe, everything that moves and reverberates, and the vibration that moves in your life. Allow you to find goodness, allow you to find health and vitality, strength to move forward for the accomplishment of all the goals that you have set for you and your family. My name is Babalao Oluwole Abiyomi Fakunle Adetutu Ronkolo de Manyansa. My nickname is Babalao of Harlem. We send greetings to you today. As you at www.ifakunle.com, you can reach me and we will talk. Peace.
Greetings, loved ones. My prayer for you for 2024 is to be in a vibrational receiving match. A vibrational receiving match for happiness, for giving, for gratitude, for wisdom, for discernment, with abundance of blessings, for your soul tribe, for your soulmate, for your open-mindedness, for your spiritual growth, for divine love, and for a healthy, emotional, physical, spiritual body. I wish you all these things and pray that you receive all these things in the year 2024. I'm speaking all languages. Ashe, Amin, and Namaste. You can reach me at Instagram, Sequoia_spirit, that is SEQUOIA. Again, I wish you all these blessings and so much more in the year of 2024. Thank you.
Beloved mighty and present, great hosts of sitting ascended masters, great angelic hosts, great cosmic beings who govern the system of worlds and the seven light of Lord, we call upon your grace to heal the earth of the actions of the sinister forces. Their plan is to eliminate the population in the most horrible and murderous ways. They have already poisoned our food with things we can't even pronounce. They poison the water with fluoride. They poison the air with chemtrails. They have poisoned the medicine with side effects that will kill you if you take it. And they have poisoned the technology against mankind. They have weaponized all these things against mankind. We call upon your grace to free us from the sinister forces whose diabolical plan is to make this world the most hellish place. America, which was the light of the world, that was brought to the world, established in this world to make every human being here ascended, and then to have that spread throughout the world. Lord, we ask you to incarnate in this very planet, incarnate in mass, incarnate with sitters and ascended masters, with divine beings of every type, to bring in revolutions of meditation, revolution of mantra repetition, revolution of chanting, revolution of spreading love and light, revolutions of knowledge. Lord, we call upon you to empower us with our divine selves, so that we can rid the world of these very sinister forces whose aim is to do nothing but create this place to be a Sodom and Gomorrah. We already know that Earth is the most wicked planet in the universe. Let us turn it to be the light of the world, so that it is the greatest planet in the universe, so that we excel even what is happening in the great central sun. As a matter of fact, Lord, we ask all the beings from the great central sun to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth within us, so that we could do the work that I'm begging for now. Oh Lord, I ask this in the name of Swami Nityananda Paramahansa, Bhagavan Nityananda, Guru Maha Vilasananda, beloved Saint Germain, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Buddha, Allah, and the great Sundar Kumar. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am.
Putting out a call to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the king, the queen, the magician, the lover in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that holds you back and take your rightful place. The battle is everywhere. It's right in your face. Let's go.
Welcome to Magnets, Crystals, and Pyramids. Success is your destiny. Yes. Love, wisdom, power. Remember always who you are. Yes. Yes. I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes. Yes. I am. Love, yes. Power. Yes. I am. Yes, I am love, wisdom, power. Yes, yes, I am love, wisdom, power. Master. Yes, I am. Yes, love, wisdom, power. Yes, I am. Say yes to yourself. Yes, I am protected. Yes, I am master. I am relaxing. Okay, family, welcome to Magnets, Crystals, Pyramids. I am honored to have Mama Ella, Lloyd Strayhorn. We got Shakirah Moore. Shakirah, we see you, but you do not have your video or your audio connected. So please connect so that we can bring you onto the show. This is a special program that was all praise and acknowledgement to our brother, King Simon, having an event this weekend, starting Saturday, April 13th. Mama Ella, Kufunya, myself, Uncle Hinky, Ma'a, King Simon. And then on Sunday, we have Adara, Dr. Shakirah, Lloyd Strayhorn, and King Simon. And without further ado, I want to say thank you for being on the show. Lloyd, thank you, Mama Ella. Both of you are extremely gifted geniuses. And I'm going to fall back. Talk to us. How y'all feeling?
I'm fine. First of all, my first thing is I can't wait to meet Mama Ella. I've been hearing about her for the longest time. The first thing I'm going to do is wrap my arms around her, give her a big sugar, as they say.
Absolutely.
She's a super goddess.
No question. And then I'm going to get a reading. Then I'm going to have her as a guest on my show. Not necessarily in that order, but all those things are coming down the pipe for sure.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Blessings. Thank you for that. I actually wanted to attend the Black workshop on Sunday just to get a numerology reading with you.
but I couldn't
You
make it because
you can't make it Sunday?
no, I'm talking about this. Well, I'm gonna try. I have a previous arrangement. I'm really going to try to come on Sunday. Like
Well, if not,
honestly,
we will meet at some point. We'll meet physically, but the
in
point is
divine order.
you will definitely be a guest on my show. Hank, I
I
love the
would
background.
appreciate that. Oh,
Oh man,
thank you.
that's
I like
Pizza, brother. Thank you.
the Aztec pyramids.
Yeah,
Yes. So
and
the solar eclipse is gone, right? That event has passed.
Well, not
Everybody
really. The
can.
ripple effect lasts for about 6 months, so it's not. It's like Mercury retrograde went in effect on the first, but the ripple effect lasts for 21 days.
Mm-hmm.
So if your phone acts up, which is mine, the computer acts up, the cars, misunderstandings, misquotes, you write down the wrong phone number and all that stuff. All that's here from here until at least the 21st, 23rd. So
Mm-hmm.
with the solar eclipse, yes, it was at its peak yesterday
Yeah, that's what I
in New
meant.
York City at 3:25 p.m. But the
Mm-hmm.
ripple effect, as I explained, it's like throwing a rock into the middle of the pond, but then the ripple effect goes to the shore. So that's what we're
Right.
feeling, the ripple effect.
That's what I meant. Like, basically the actual event of the eclipse passing has
Yesterday. Yeah,
gone. That
yeah.
has happened yesterday. A lot of people was on edge. Either if they wanted to go outside, if they was going to stay indoors, should they look at the sun, should they not? So all of that anxiety is gone for the people.
And you know what's interesting? It was in yesterday because we're in the sign of Aries.
Yes.
Yesterday was a new moon, or the 8th was a new moon in the sign of Aries. So
Mm,
Aries is a very assertive, aggressive planet, and then when
right.
it's acting like that, it can be out of kilter. And you're right, people are on edge, people are itchy, people are like on, like just like a rubber band. You can't even pull it too tight. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
I found the energy. I just kicked back and I stayed in the house. We did our I am healing circle from 2 to about 4:30, and
Mm.
I laid down. Lloyd, hey Doc, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, pardon me for that. I had some issues with my computer. Peace and love, everyone.
See?
Peace and love.
I was like, "What's going on?" I had to go on my phone. Yes, how you doing, sister?
How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing well. Give
That's
thanks.
what's up. Hmm.
Yeah, well, see, just the fact that Dr. Moore had her challenges, that's what I'm saying. It's either with your phone or whatever. The other day I was doing my show and I looked at my computer and I saw that it was red, which means that if you don't put your plug in, it's going to cut off. And even when I put my plug in, the juice didn't kick in. You know what I'm saying? And it was already plugged into the adapter. So it's these are the kinds of things that happens, and people should not talk in assumptions. Well, uh, Mama Ellie, you know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean.
Right, right.
You can't talk in generalities. You got to be very specific. And the unfortunate part, normally when people get into arguments, and when Mercury finally goes direct back on course, we kind of figure out, Mama Ella, what were we talking about? She said, Lloyd, I don't know. So that's what I'm going to be talking about Sunday, the effects of the solar eclipse, the effects of the Mercury retrograde, how it affects all the numbers from 1 to 9, and all the zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces.
I tell you, I felt something. I was just laying on the bed looking at the ceiling, and something about the ceiling looked like it was just moving, like I had taken some psychedelics or something. I was like, what? I mean, all I had was some tea, family, and everyone in the comments that was watching, let us know what part of the world you listening from and what the effect of the eclipse was, because there's some people in here, Lloyd, they felt drunk.
Some people what?
Some people felt drunk all day.
Yeah, well, everybody, you see, you got to understand, we all have a energy, a different chemistry. That's why they got medications for different people. What works for me may not work for you or the ladies, and vice versa, because all our biological structure is totally, totally different. There's my buddy right there. And so that's expected. We don't forget, we're all affected by different zodiac signs. All of us are under different signs, except King Simon and myself. We're both Aquarians. Then we're Sagittarius. You, Dr. Moore, what's your sign again?
I'm a Gemini.
See, that's air, and we're air. You're fire, and you, Mama Ella,
Pisces.
Pisces. Okay, so it's a whole different chemistry. We've got fire, we've got air, we've got water. You know, so it's that's what makes for the different feelings that we all have. And since yesterday was a fire sign with the moon in a fire sign, along with the sun, so those who are perhaps under fire and air may have been more stimulated, where those under water and earth may have been less stimulated in that sense.
Wow, that's deep. King Simon, welcome to the show. Because you
Hey.
know I want you to take over, man. I'm gonna sit in the background.
No. This is your show. I did what I had to do on my show.
This is
Now,
King
tomorrow,
Simon
don't forget,
production.
gang, tomorrow you guys are going to be on my show.
All right. You do what you do on your show, brother.
Yeah, you will be guests on my show. I think what I'm going to do is put the highlight on Dr. Shakirah Moore and Mama Ella. Because, see, they're used to looking at you, Simon, nothing personal. They're used to looking at you, Hank, nothing personal. But they're not used to looking at these two beautiful ladies, which we're going to showcase tomorrow.
Right.
Well, what time would that be?
My show is on from 7 to 8.
Okay,
And
that's
so I will send King Simon the way I do it with King Simon. He knows how to set everything up. So I'm going to send him the link. He will send it to each of you, and we'll be on from about 7 to 7:45 because of the fact that he has something to do at 8 o'clock. So I don't want to interrupt that.
Okay, that works for me.
That's fine.
Okay, good. And so, ladies, be prepared to kind of showcase yourselves in terms of what you're doing, how people can be of service or whatnot. But nobody promotes better than that brother right there at the top level.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Call him King Simon.
I don't call him king for nothing. Okay.
Y'all are funny. Okay.
Stomping in the streets of Brooklyn, you heard?
See, Lloyd be saying I be embarrassing him. Y'all trying to embarrass me.
No, you embarrass everybody. No.
Oh.
I mean, Simon is just an exceptional human being. When it comes, he must have been born and promoted in another life. He had.
Well, you know, Lloyd, remember, my father opened up a nightclub the year I was born. So I was born. Remember, I'm born in 67. So that adds up to the number 5 of promotion. So go figure.
Yeah. That would explain it.
Yeah, that explains. I've been into promotions for all my life. I've been watching it. So you know, when your father gives, when your father loves his first boy, he brings him down to his club, introduces him to his
gotta hang out.
They smoking weed, they doing all kind. I'm in the midst of all of this. I'm watching it, you know. So I remember them painting the floors and setting up the decor and everything as a little child in the crib or in the stroller. And then when I was able to walk, I was walking around and watched. They had ping pong tables and pool tables. So I seen it all since I had their live band. So born in that year, that 5 is definitely a promotion. And then of course, being that, you know, of course, according to the cycles that we're in now, you know, in the latter years that the year cycle taps in. So I'm in that 5-year energy again. So we feeling that rush from that Rosicrucian method of what they studied from the ancients. They claimed it.
I think it's nice of you, Simon, to bring all of us together this Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a nice mix of the metaphysics, physical beings. We will all bring to this event our own talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. And so people should walk away with a very raised consciousness, a very raised awareness, and hopefully get the services of all of us on this panel today.
And you know what's so funny? I'm gonna let you do a lot of the teachings from what you've done for many years. I'm gonna do it a little differently because I really want people to not just respect the readings, but also get the activation from it. So I'm going to do something with Kufunya sound bowl, a numerovation thing throughout the whole sound bowl energy, and let them feel the importance of why you need to be motivated with your numbers, and why I choose to study all of the different motivational modalities, from taking classes with Tony Robbins, taking Les Brown's classes, Ian Levon class. I've been to Ian Levon Von Zant's classes, I've studied Lisa Nichols and Dale Carnegie and all of them. And then when I take on all their birthday energies and I realize why they were motivated to do what they do in the field of motivation, of course, Reverend Ike, who is also a number one himself.
Gemini.
So I take that energy on, and really sometimes I'll listen to Reverend Ike and I'll get a saying from him and I'll break down the numbers to that saying and say, let me show you why this works. And why he's saying, I know I've been changed. I broke down a whole thing about that song. I know I've been changed. Oh, I break down that singing and what it added up to and break it all down, because words, numerology, we transpose letters into numbers, and you could do it sentences, paragraph, one word, two word. And I think people need to be careful of the words that we're saying and the vibration of the words and how they can be used both positive and negative. So I'm not writing on any boards. I'm not doing any PowerPoint. I'm just words sound power to the ears of people, and let them write down on their paper what they respect about their numbers in the meaning of it and the use of it, so they can transform it into something active, and then they can maximize it. That is my job. Because today, Lloyd, I'm in my 11th personal year, and this don't come around too much.
I know.
And that means I'm recognizing my mission when you go into those 11 cycles. And when you read your book and talk about that, matter of fact, on my birthday, I read that section of your book, and I sat there and I said, I've been feeling this since September of last year. Yeah. And I'm saying, now we're in it. I'm in it, and I started crying in my bed. I said, okay, I'm 57. I said, 5 plus 7.
Tell nobody.
I said 5 plus 7 equals 12. I said, so I'm in my second childhood. Once a man, twice a child. I'm in my second childhood. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Yeah. And, hug the tree, climb the tree, jumped off the tree. I don't care. I do all of that now. So it's just that as Aquarius, we got to protect the lower extremity so our ankles and our legs don't break. So I had to wrap my ankle. I wrapped my knees. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you're not rubbery anymore. Okay.
Exactly. But all these things allow you to recognize the cycle that you're in, the patterns that you're in, and what to be alerting. So I'm not afraid of Mercury retrograde, because I understand that I had to prepare for it. And you already know it's coming. You prepare and you move accordingly. And plus, 5 is, I'm in the year of the 5 now in my reflections, in my power cycle, going all the way into my reflection cycle. So until I die, I'm in my 5. So Mercury is my love. I love Mercury now. I'm like, yo, come here, man. Come on, give me a hug. Mercury, give me a hug. All the 5s, give me a hug. You're a number 5. You're a number 14. You're a number 23. I don't care what you are. 55. I'm hugging your ass.
You get along with all the numbers, Simon. I mean, I don't know why you say that. You just get along with all of them.
But we're gonna be in Brooklyn drinking tea and spilling tea and making some tea. That's all I'm gonna do.
I'm bringing the Kinkalibi.
I'm ready.
And ascending souls. That's the whole point, to ascend your consciousness, ascend your soul. So like even like with the solar eclipse and all of the different planetary alignments that has happened, those are signs that we are ascending. And if you are missing the signs, you will get left in the 3D or 2D dimension, as they say. Remember, Dr. Blair always used to say, we going from kindergarten to the 8th grade, and I think we're in the 12th grade now. Remember, he always used to say, we are going, the earth is vibrating from kindergarten going to the 8th grade. So, like, if we don't see that these are all signs of ascension, then we have some inner work to do, as they say, shadow work to do.
Shadow work.
Definitely so. It's okay to cry. It's okay to release. It's okay to forgive. It's okay to say, yo, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry if it's hurting you, or if it's something that's inside of you that is holding on or weighing on your heart chakra. It is now time to release that pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's now time to make peace with yourself. If anybody, make peace with yourself. Forgive that person for doing what it is that they did to you. And you also should recognize when you have hurt other people too. Because again, as they say, if your heart is not lighted in that feather, you're going to repeat a lot of things that you have not mastered
That's
in
right.
this lifetime. And
Okay.
who wants to
Wow.
come back to the zoo?
Mm-hmm.
Planet Earth is the zoo. This
You
is
know,
where
Mama Ella,
everything.
that is so well put, because I say it
Yeah.
another way. You can run from everybody, but you can't run from yourself.
Right.
Right.
And
Yeah,
once you learn
exactly.
how to deal
Yeah.
with yourself and love yourself and forgive yourself, then you
Mm-hmm.
can move forward.
That's right. Bob Marley said it too, and Teddy Pendergrass said it in
Yeah.
their own way. So it's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now more than ever, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not now more than ever because it's always
It's
the
been like
time
that.
to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
always the
Been like
time
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like 4.8 earthquake 3 days before the
Right.
solar eclipse.
And
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
These
and,
are
Exactly.
signs.
and,
Exactly.
These
and
are
you know,
signs that
and you know, that's so funny. I put that up on my stories that I
a word.
during that whole time, my spirit said to watch American Sniper. Come to find out, the
Mm,
guy, it's a true story. He born off on April 8th.
mm.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
then
The
he
Wow.
Jamaican,
died
the
a day
Jamaican.
after my birthday, February 2nd. I'm like, what?
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm
Two
like,
is one of his
Wow.
best
my
numbers.
spirit told me to go and watch it. And I'll sit there and watch it. I said, wow. Because just being
Wow.
a sniper for America during the wars, protecting the men overall, because my family, my father was a Marine and all that kind of stuff. So just
Hmm.
protecting during that time, it just made me, I don't know why my spirit, I never watched the movie before. And I said, let me, and then and then my spirit said, Google his birthday. It said, see, you see what's the vibration you picked up? I
Hmm.
said he's born April the 8th, the same day as the solar eclipse. I'm watching it that same day.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And
So,
not only
Wow.
that, anything that you this is how powerful the mind is, right? And how powerful the energy within yourself is, right?
mhm,
Anything that you now think of, best to be prepared that it's going to come to you.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Another thing that I want to say, like if you are in alignment with your higher self,
mhm,
like anything that you do is just going to flow. So
mhm,
like within your systems, everything is a flow of thing. The circulatory system flow. The digestive system is a flow. You get what I'm saying?
mhm,
And the central nervous system, everything is a flow of things. So if you are flowing with your higher spirit, right? Because we have the physical us and we have the spiritual us. If we flow with the spiritual us, everything is just going to come to us. Let me
mhm.
tell you what happened today, right? I took because I'm a notary in New York City as well. Remember, King Simon, I told you, right?
Yep.
So I'm dealing with my children or whatnot. I had a 5:30 appointment. Totally forgot about the 5:30 appointment. But because I'm so much in alignment, my spirit said, "Come on, go to your house or whatever. Go get something, go drop off some stuff at your house in your apartment." I'm like, "All right, come on, boys. I'm getting them together." So as I'm getting off the red bus, the client calls me like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the lobby." I said, "Oh shit." In my mind, I said, "Oh shit, I done forgot." Like that the appointment was at 5:30. We was there at 5:32.
Show you how it
So
works.
Mm.
that's what because it's a flow of things. You know what I'm saying? It's a flow. If your spirit tells you get up and go, you best to get up and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right.
And this is what I'm saying right now. This is the type of energy that is going down on planet Earth.
Mhm.
However, a lot of us is still, we still spiritually constipated.
Yeah, still recidivist. I would
Yeah,
say that. Like that's what the
spiritually constipated.
Mhm.
yeah,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I
mean?
was as far as feeling yesterday. Like I was feeling like um more so letting that energy go of doing the same thing, that
Hmm.
all of the energies is shaking us up, because everything that is going to happen is already written down. We
Right.
have this worry, this fear that of tomorrow, what tomorrow will bring and what's going to happen next week, and just what for me, I just was still, during the solar eclipse, like, okay, whatever challenges is happening, and also noticing when certain events are repeating itself.
Hmm.
Certain
Mhm.
old habits, that's repeating itself. It's time to shake that off. you know, and so that you can walk, like you said, be aligned with your higher self, because constantly repeating, you're just, you know, we get frustrated, but the obstacle is you. The battle is not outside of you. It's you. You are the battle. So if you are the battle, then you, the only one that knows the sword, the weapon to use. So that's what I do. I teach, you know, we're going to teach how to defend yourselves, you know, spiritually, physically, from diseases, spiritual attacks, all of that. So that's the what the message that I got over the solar eclipse. So absolutely.
Welcome, Adara.
Hi, Adara.
Yes, peace, sister.
Greetings.
You're on mute. You're on mute, Adara.
again, right? Peace, family. How y'all doing? Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
Better that we can hear you.
Hope y'all having a good talk. I'm gonna catch up with what y'all got going on and see what's up. You know, I'm excited to see you guys.
Absolutely.
We're in for a very fantastic weekend, metaphysically speaking, and this is perfect with the eclipse and everything that's going on. This is the perfect time to showcase and guide people in our own special ways that all of us do individually as well as collectively. So it's for those who are in there, they will be in the right place at the right time. Okay. That's all I can say. You can't save everybody, but the people who are there will be the people that we reach, and hopefully it'll have a ripple effect out to people who carry out the word of what we're doing, the purpose it serves, and how they can be better in their lives as they move forward.
And I wanted to share something real quick online. It says about the spiritual meaning of the eclipse. It says an eclipse is more than just a celestial event. It serves as a cosmic reminder of the interconnectedness of all things and the potential for personal growth and transformation. So that's what I was saying on my live about transforming. And that day added up to a whole 11 too. So that was like the runway of spiritual and physical equilibrium. And in another aspect, it added up to the 20, which deals with the awakening to some great purpose, some great thing you want to do. So that's why you have to put your vibration out there. I watched Sonetta said there's a bunch of white folks are out there celebrating. Some Negroes are inside scared. No, that's right. I wasn't scared. I was out in the sun. I was in the backyard like, yeah, let's do this.
I got some. It was transformational for me. It was a good day.
Me too. Yeah. Go ahead, Adara. Go ahead.
Brand new. Now, I was just saying that, well, I do a lot of ritual work. Like, I'm a shaman, so I correlate with nature. I do what nature's doing. And like when I was on King Simon's show, I was talking about just showing this new self, right? Showing this new self. So I take things from a tantric perspective. Sorry, guys, I just ate some. Sorry. I take things from a tantric perspective. So I see the sun as the penetrative energy. I see the moon as the receptive energy. I just see that time where it's together as the yin and yang coming and then birthing something new. So for myself, I been working on a lot of different things because is that me? Am I sounding crazy?
I think so.
I'm hearing something, but
I'm hearing something. I don't think it was me.
Test.
It's all right.
Okay, yeah. So in order to do the type of work I do, like doing rituals for groups of people and stuff like that, the shaman normally has to go through a series of lessons and tests before they can do whatever they're doing on the day that they serve the people. So for whatever spirit wants to teach the group, I kind of got to live it. So yesterday was a nice culmination of some things I've been working on, and I really felt my energy change into this. I can't really put the words onto. I can't put the words on. So this year I've been working on my wealth, and I've been going through a lot of different challenges with the mindset. Some past life things came up from me being a stockbroker, committed suicide and depression and all kind of stuff. And so I worked through all of that stuff. And when I woke up yesterday morning, I was kind of hesitant about like dealing with the eclipse because I don't really get into readings and the movements of things. I kind of just like feel the energy. But I came across something like Simon said about it being like real positive. I also saw things about like hide under your bed, all that. So I saw a couple lives, and then of course Simon put down that fire live that he did yesterday. I was in there chirping in, being like little, peanut gallery and whatnot. And it got a little bit of sun. He inspired me to get some sun. So when I came back in, I got kind of dizzy, and I was like, man, what is this feeling? It's probably like around 3:30-ish, right after like peak. And I knew it wasn't the sun, but I was like, what is this feeling? I laid down, I just started breathing. My dude came in, he was like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm not really sure, but I feel like there's a portal opening up in the room. He was like, I know, that's why I came back here. I was like, oh shit, so I'm not tripping. And it was like, I explained like light kind of just coming into the room, and I started like settling into my energy and kind of trying to match the frequency. And when I woke up this morning, whoever I was yesterday was like everything. I woke up this morning, I opened the IRA, I opened a retirement account for my partner, I invested in a real estate investment trust. I started a will. I did a bunch of stuff as soon as I woke up. And I was like, oh.
But you know what's interesting? The 8 rules: finances, real estate, banking, law, insurance, wills, documents, etc., etc.
I found that to be interesting. I woke up pumped up. I think this was almost like a galactic Reiki master attunement on steroids. From what you described, Adara, I felt like there were portals. I felt like there was multiple portals open.
It was.
Yeah.
There's a shift happening, right? So some people are going way up and some people are going way down. Wow. And we got to choose what size we're going to be in. And that's why it feels like for me and a lot of people I talk to, we just live in a totally different world than all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just totally feel like I'm in a different bubble of existence than other people. And that's really what the Ascension shift is. That's what the Christ consciousness is. It's a collective of us rising together and tapping back into our deepness, into our hearts, and to empower each other's gifts, and like just coming together and seeing and celebrating each other in so many different ways. And I keep saying, I'm just happy to be a part of it. It's fire. I like it.
Brother King, whenever you're ready for me to put up the flyers, just give me the cue, man, because y'all on the flow.
Mute. You're on mute, Simon.
Yeah, I was doing something in the background. Yeah, but I just wanted people to know that the 13th and the 14th are very powerful numbers itself. And because we got on the 13th, we got Ma'a. She don't usually come out. The last time you probably seen her since Dr. Sabi was probably on Tasha K or something like that. She don't usually come out. And because, her and I have a certain connection, she always called me for my birthday. I call her for her birthday, which is January 29th. And she feels safe when I bring her out, because I'm going to secure it. I will kill for her and I will die for her. It's just simple. As that. That's my elder. Like I've done with Lloyd. If Lloyd knows, even me and Lloyd in a certain proximity, I'm watching his back.
You got it like that.
That's just me. I've been trained that way to watch the elders or your women or your family or people. You watch their back. You keep things in order. And because 13 and 14, 13 is a power and dominance number. And 14 is the number of gatherings of nations and being able to deal with nations of people. These are magical numbers if used appropriately. This morning I woke up on a stage in front of politicians, in front of thousands of people, me and then Shaggy and a few other people, but I had to control the stage of what was happening, conveying over the stage, and politicians was coming up to my hands. So I woke up with a whole nother energy, like, okay, what the heck is about to happen now? So, we about all of us in our own way experience a certain level of heightened energy. And I'm so thankful for all of y'all for agreeing to do it. Of course, Monique and Kufunya for doing it over there at Nicholas, one of my stomping grounds. She's celebrating 50 years of Nicholas, Brooklyn. 50 years. I know them. I've been supporting them since 1985. So this is meaningful to me. And I keep on telling Monique, let's do the 50. She said she's going to do it, but she's going to do it in a more simple, and she's not going to make it involved with the RZA thing. And I understand what she wants. She wants to make sure it's focused on that. And I told her, bring her father. So at Nicholas, Brooklyn, this is like the Apollo, a famous place. You say it's a famous place. It's famous, not as old as the Apollo, but 50 years is nothing to sneeze at. Some of us on here are not even 50 yet.
Me.
So think about that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even 50. Some of the sisters ain't 50. Me, Kufunya, and Lloyd and thing are in the 50s, but we're we're also taking on our youthful energy of that number 50s and those youthful energies of the 5 and beyond. Because like Les Brown says, we got 50 years behind us and all of God in front of us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like that.
That's how
I
we're
like
doing it.
that.
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Kufunya, you want to say something? What should they prepare for as they're coming in with your perspective? Please.
Yes, greetings and salutations. I'm happy to join you on this gathering after the lunar eclipse. Was it a lunar eclipse?
Total solar eclipse.
Solar. Being a lioness, being of the lion, the Leo energy. It was pretty, calming and centering and all of those good things. And I'm just very, very thankful for being a part of this great event that is going to be happening this strong. And not only that, the spiritual legacy that we're honoring the people right now. Right now. All we have is now. So let's not wait until they're going into another dimension. Right. Let's honor them right now. And I give thanks to be a part of this wonderful event that you're doing, King Simon. It's wonderful. Spiritual legacies. We're going to be on the road with this, so King Simon. So you got to be part of that.
And Kufunya, what's so funny, as you was leaving SOBs, I came in, and as I left New York, you came in on spiritual legacy. Which is interesting. This is back in '95 now, family. As Kufunya was leaving SOBs, I came in and took over the promotion of SOBs.
Yeah.
I left New York. She took over the promotion.
Yeah, because I was working with Midnight, and that got really, really busy. So I had to leave. It was like 2003 or something when I actually officially left, because it was just too much, works and whatnot, dealing with them. And just on a sidebar, they are creating a monument and park for Vaughn Benjamin and his contribution to reggae music.
That's what's up.
And the messages that he brought to uplift the community and the world at large. I just wanted to stick that pin right inside there. But I'm happy to be a part and work with Nicholas Brooklyn, working with Monique, and of course the original promoter extraordinaire, King Simon. You know what I'm saying? A big up for that. And of course, Uncle Hanky. We can't leave out Uncle Hanky. The rest of the crew. I look forward to meeting all of you. And what people can expect, we're having a full orchestra of the Singing Bowl sound bath on Saturday. So people should be prepared in terms of eat light, even though we're going to have food after. But when you come in, just wear something light and easy and think about what you want to bring into this reality. And so it's going to be wonderful. We're going to have the gong. We're going to have like a 360 type of vibration. And I know, King Simon, I think you're going to do something special, but I'm not going to announce it.
No, I said it earlier. It's all right about it, but I said it. But the experience is going to be different.
Right. It's very, very different. So get ready, because it's going to be like a surround sound of those Tibetan and crystal bowls.
Exactly. And
right
I'm going to resonate with every energy and quote every number from 0 all the way to 9, because everybody's more likely connected to it. And we're gonna ride it like I used to ride stage shows when the rhythm in the background was ready to go. I'm gonna ride it just like that, like a horse. Ride that shit. I'm
going to bring
So give thanks for allowing Brother Unc Rising Sun and King Simon and all the panel. Mama Ella, you already know.
Kufunya, will it be live stream? People want to know if they can't be there.
You know what? I was about to ask the same question.
I think we are going to live stream it. I have to talk to Monique, so we can set it up so people can know what the link is and everything. So yes, definitely. I think it would.
Can you confirm that, Kufunya? So tomorrow when I have them on the show, I can make sure that I pass the streaming information on to them.
All right. All right. All right.
And it will be videotaped by Mr. G. Mr. G will be videotaping. Mr. G, who wrote the book with his journey with Dr. Sabi, he'll be videotaping. He'll be there.
And get there early, folks. The doors are opening at what time, King Simon?
Well, we started around 4, so we should open around 3:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30.
Okay. All right. So we'll be in the building early. You want to say something?
I'm going to bring, for the first time, a blend for people to sample of Kinkaliba and Blue Lotus to combine.
Oh, wow.
Blue Lotus and Kinkaliba, 3 samples this Saturday and Sunday. And if y'all feeling blissful, it'll be right on time with Adara's presentation. Blue Lotus, Ancient Future, coming to Nicholas Saturday and Sunday.
That's right.
Right. Go ahead, Brother King.
Ready.
That's right. That's right. And remember, everybody that's here is allowed to vend also on Sunday and Saturday and Sunday. So everybody, if even if Mama Ella wants to come out on Sunday to vend, come on out, Mama, and share your herbs. And iridologist, if she wants to be, if Lloyd wants to be there on the 13th, if he can. I think he got something to do on the 13th.
I'll be out of town. So.
Yeah, I know you'll be out on the 13th. Yeah, so Adara got something. She's doing a private. Adara is doing a private somewhere else. I think, is it sold out yet, Adara? Take yourself off of mute. Is it sold out?
We have 6 more tickets left.
Okay.
So if you guys want to come for a special event Saturday morning.
What time is it? What time is your event on 13th, the private event?
It's from 11 to 3, so you got enough time to. It is right down the street from Nicholas, so y'all can leave there and come down.
Bounce on over to Nicholas right after. So come on.
Up, you see the energy, right?
See, see, she knows how to work it. That's the balance energy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's send everybody over there. As a matter of fact, if you go to Adara's and they want to come over, you just tell her you came from Adara. We'll give you a $5 or $10 discount at the door. Just keep it.
Beautiful.
Just keep it up. You know why not? Let's give a $5 or $10 discount. Y'all came from Adara to support her. Magnificent energy. She's one of my massage therapists out here. She's good at and it's just massage. We don't go crazy. So, I want to make sure y'all know it ain't crazy. I haven't really asked her for that yet. None of that.
So you plan on asking Simon? You said yeah. So you about to ask?
One day I gotta ask, but I have to have security around me. But I got a lot of energy.
Let's go.
What a hot mess.
I know. That's why right? That Aquarius energy, man. I'm telling you.
You don't want all that energy out in the world, in the universe.
Yes.
Simon, that remembers the trip we made when we did our lecture over the summer. We met that lady with the store. She just walked you near her, boy.
Yo, she was a Pisces also. She was born the same day. She was born the same day as Mama Ella. Oh Lord!
She had tuned into Simon, and she said, "You can't touch me, boy."
You got too much energy.
And we was minding our business. We just went in there to just shout love and get incense. That's all it was.
She automatically said, "You got too much energy," and she's a reader. She does read. She's very intuitive. She said, "You got a lot of energy." Because I came in like boom, and she was like this. I'm just walking in your store.
And we just walked in together. That was it. She tuned right into Simon, boy.
That's a good thing. You just got to put it to work for you.
Hey.
Shout out to Steven in the building. He's going to be bringing his enormous gong. So shout out to him, boy. I tell you, it's going to be sound frequencies, man. Get ready.
We're going to have the gong show there. So. And remember, iridologist, she's gonna be looking into people's eyes. So if you're ready for your eyes to be red, she's one of the best. Even Phil Valentine acknowledged her. Even Dr. Morgan acknowledged her, and I gotta respect. Although he could be something else, he acknowledges her too. And those who know who Ray Morgan is, and various other people. Brother Richard brought her on at my showing him to say, look, go support, show this sister some love. And when he's seen what she's putting out, I send people, but Brother Rich can be a little funny. He likes to examine and study what you're doing first.
He's a Virgo.
And yeah, he's Virgo, exactly. He want to analyze and be analytical about it, and so he'll ask me to send, and I'll send him Adara, send to different places, people. But Rich is that type of funny dude. He has to pick up on you a little bit more.
Yeah,
Off, and then he'll come back.
He has a whole different style.
Beautiful spirit, but you gotta, and with the Tantra now, what kind of trips off our brother Rich is because there's a lot of brothers getting arrested due to it, and that's a lot of problems. A lot of them are using it for just sexual craziness. And that's what throws him off. I'm just being honest. And I have to talk to him and say, brother, I understand, but you got to look at the sisters and not the brothers and what they're doing in this realm. So I respect when Rich says you got to be very careful what he's throwing on there, because those type of people, one of the brothers just got arrested, a brother that he allowed on his show like a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And he was practicing that same art, and you got to be a little bit more mindful in this day and time.
You have to have discernment, for sure.
It's probably the most misrepresented art out there.
Thank you.
The misunderstood art out there. And there's so many stigmas against it. And, for good reason, because it's powerful AF, and if you don't do the personal work and the adjustment to your spiritual architecture that the energy is supposed to cause, that's how you know somebody really doing Tantra, because it actually adjusts your energy architecture. And then it makes you, that's what the whole activation is for. That's what the guru process is for, so that you can start resonating in a way that your body is receptive to the energy. It's just like if you have a water hose that's all cranked up, it's not going to flow. It's going to back up and do all kinds of things. And that shows up in your personality. It shows up in your vices. It shows up in your insecurities and all these different things. And sadly, men don't have the same opportunities to practice being in their emotions that women do. They don't get a chance to they just don't get a chance to practice, automatically they have to shut things down, so they don't get a chance to train these muscles of when to be disciplined, how to be around women who are having this experience or having this when women's energy gets high, it can be overwhelming. So how do I hold space and stand in my masculinity and not get swayed back and forth? And there's not a lot of men teaching men how to do it.
That's true. And I'm glad, you said that, because when I was a massage therapist and I just looked at my old license the other day, I'm like, oh, damn, this was back 2001. I'm like, wow. And I said, I'm not renewing it. I'm not doing all that. But I remember doing a trip and I was a massage therapist on there, and there was a police officer. She didn't let me know she was a police officer, but I did the massage so well and so expertise and so respectful that when she got off the table, she said, Brother Simon, if you would have did anything crazy, I would have arrested you. But you were so good at what I did. And I told the story before. When we got back to New York from Baltimore, from the Crab Festival, she took me to lunch. That's how good it was. And as a police officer now. So you gotta, and that comes, the respect for the body at dealing with people like that came from the Nation of Islam, being under those schools, teaching me how to respect and put control. And then when I went to that school, they taught us how to manipulate towels and move things so you don't see nothing and all that kind of stuff. I could do a person's body back in the day blindfolded and still manipulate the towels without even knowing what happened. That's how
the thing about it. Good conversation. I want Adara, for you. I've seen just this week, sister came by who's going through Kundalini crisis. She was so used to being in her head, like so many sisters do. And please share with the audience how important it is for women to don't put too much head energy, balance it in their heart and their womb, because there's a crisis of blockheads in the community now. Touch on that, please.
Yeah, so on the macro scale, it is the suppression of the feminine. And you're like, what does that mean? Like, I'm a woman, I have my suppressing the feminine. But the feminine is experience. So when we think about the masculine as pure consciousness and the feminine as experience, this masculine side, the first time you've experienced something traumatic or whatever, is going to pop up to defend your feminine. And that shows up as being controlling, defensive, argumentative, whatever you got to do to make sure that you don't feel this negative thing that's coming up. right? Because it hurts. So when we get into that space, that massive part is what puts us there. So we have to breathe and feel. And honestly, there are what I like to call anchoring breaths, where you feel in the breath actually like fall down and hit like a heaviness in your stomach and pull your consciousness down into your heart. There's a lot of different type of exercises that we can do that can help you just bring the energy from your head into your heart. And the key thing that people don't know is the throat. You see what I'm saying? It has a hard time getting here if it can't pass through here, because yeah, it's a non-seen, non-physical thing, but at the same time, it's still following a process and a pattern. So if it's not coming from here, then chances are it's not coming down here. So you're not getting the wisdom from here back up here, right? You're not getting, oh, okay, I thought somebody said, yeah, you're not getting this with your solar plexus. Like your root and your crown work together, your sacral and your brow, your solar plexus and your throat, your heart, and it starts radiating out. So we're up here, and most times out of necessity to be up here. It causes way too much heat in the body, way too much heat in the body. It will send you in. You're already in a fight or flight, but it's not going to let you get out into rest and reset mode. It's not going to let you have the reverse hormones to help your body relax on the physical side. You're going to subconsciously always feel like you're in danger, and it's going to throw off your biochemistry. Everything else turn to physical ailments. You're going to be hard to be around, all of this stuff. And it's really just because your system is overwhelmed. And when you're able to just allow yourself to feel and process, and it's going to be ugly, scream, rage sometimes, and the fact that we weren't trained that that's okay. Like women, we get a chance to like wild out sometimes, but not the way we really need to wild out. Like, if you've been sexually assaulted, you might really need to wild out. So in some of our sessions, we just holding pillows and the girl's going crazy, and we just make sure she don't hurt herself, just like she's on Bufo. You know what I mean? And let her work through that process. And after that, she breathes, she cries, she processes, and then all that energy is now back in her system that can be used for something positive. And then her heart starts opening up and whatever else. Same thing with the men. So for people who don't know me, I'm mostly known for what's called no-touch orgasm. And that's what people get the whole sexual thing going. But really, all of that comes from the fact that your energy is now available to be used. All right, that's all the orgasm is. It's just energy expanding out and going back into the system and raising up on levels and levels and levels. And your body is a holographic fractal mirroring thing. So if it happens here, it can happen here and here and here. So I was talking to my homegirl about Saturday, and I was telling her about this libation that I poured. And she was there the last time I poured it at a retreat for Grand Trine for Master Yao.
Master Yao.
And she reminded me that when we did that libation, everybody in the room went into orgasm, and like 4 people had throat ejaculations. I'm not saying orgasm, it's like frothy stuff.
Yeah, I see why Brother King is getting on that table. I see why.
It's serious. It's serious. It's activation of the high heart chakra.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody's fully clothed. People weren't but when a man is open and allowing his energy to protect the feminine, and she can just expand, it just sends everybody into heaven. It's a beautiful thing. You know, it's just magical. There's no words for it.
I remember Master Yao saying that once the women got activated and he was on the table, they took him somewhere that scared him because he didn't know where he was.
Exactly. Exactly. You never know. And I got all of his books. So big up to Master Yao, born on November 13th. Big up to him. Respect to him all the time.
I have a question to Adara. Have you ever thought about bringing in cacao? Because cacao, as you know, is a heart opener as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you usually have that when you do your sessions? Or your
So sometimes I don't use cacao a lot. I use bobinsana, which is an Amazonian plant medicine, but it's not hallucinogenic, and it helps go into the heart. So I have a heartbreak killer tea with bobasana and rose, and I might do that with maybe a micro dose or something. But I do recommend people having cacao or all the little things that help you open and expand. And it's a beautiful process, a beautiful container, and people experience things from healing, enlightenment, pleasure, and then a combination of all three. The regressions, all kind of stuff, spiritual communications. I've had people go through exorcisms all the way to
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's just been
Hey,
it's amazing.
Kufunya, Adara was born August 15th. You're the 16th.
Well,
You know?
to meet you, my sister.
And another thing, I would like to add that,
Yeah.
the reason perhaps why sex tantra is not, looked upon, or rather looked down upon, is that like sex is not sacred no more anymore. You understand? So it's like it's down, it's like the lowest of us, meanwhile sex, we are really supposed to engage in sexual activity to procreate. My father is actually a polygamist, so I grew up in a sense in polygamy. So like I understand the concept, or the I guess the African way of having sex. Like to have sex, or to engage in that, is supposed to be for procreation purposes. But now the media done took over. Everyone is on internet twerking, selling their behinds, all fans page.
The OnlyFans.
So right, OnlyFans page or whatnot. And so like the concept of sex is really not a sacred thing anymore. So when you say like sexual tantra, automatically people, you know what I'm saying, and even with like a massage therapist or even getting a massage, people
Yes.
automatically think you're going to get happy endings.
They think, yeah, but you can't do that with license. You licenses, you can't do that. Your license, if you license, you can't do. You could lose your license back, and that's
But
why it's
people
very
break the rules all the time.
because it's probably consensual, or they ask for it. But if
a lot of people ask for it,
if that person got vindictive, they could say no and then twist it on them, and it becomes a Me Too movement, a Me 3, and a Me 4 movement.
Right.
Isn't the tantra also used for a magical? You can use magic for manifestation as well.
Absolutely. So like the biggest thing that people don't understand about Tantra is that Tantra is any method of expansion. That's what Tantra really is. And out of Tantra, you got the mapping of the chakra system. You got mantra, you got yantra, you got all these different things that people use, breath work and all these other practices. All of that stuff came out of the system of Tantra. And the sexual portion became more popular when it came into sexual alchemy, and then moved into neo-tantra, into the Western world, because it was more applicable for our lives and the way we exist. But at the same time, people have always used sex to power their light body, and ecstasy more specifically. You see what I'm saying? More specifically to power their light body. And so the interesting thing about the work that I do is that I'm bringing back the Western, Indigenous, and African style versions of this work that predates, what we have now in ways. And I think, and this is my personal opinion based on things that I've seen, if people had any idea what they could be doing with sex, I understand why they try to keep it away from us. You see what I'm saying? I understand. Like it's so freaking powerful. Like anything that you're doing, it can supercharge and power up all of those things. If you've been molested, a man can wipe that out of your womb imprint. You see what I'm saying? With his penis, the same thing that hurts women don't hurt men. Right? So you can give all your pain to a man and it will feel pleasurable to him. It can break up and that would change your whole emotional state, mental state, everything else like that. If we taught our children younger how to deal with their sexuality and their bodies, our little girls will not have to learn it from a man who doesn't understand it in the first place and then have to go through trauma healing. You see what I'm saying? Or we train our boys that titties aren't something to be wowed at. They have a certain power and whatever else. And you are a man, you're not supposed to be swayed by that. But if you never, ever get to see it, you never, ever get to be around it, it's just going to be this mystical thing that when you get a chance to, you're going to abuse, because the only opportunity that you see of sexuality is these people who want to make us look like animals and make us do all of this stuff. And that's not really what it is. But just like the power of our melanin, the food, everything, they do it to everything.
I just got this book back the other day, The African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel by Barashango. Very
Yeah.
good book. This one is called African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel. Man, by Barashango. You remember Ankh and Lloyd should remember Barashango
Yes.
and back in the day. Oh yeah, Barashango. The pictures, everything, the beauty of our sisters when they're turned on, they become guardian angels.
I'm going to have to make an exit, as I told
Me
Hank.
too, actually.
And
Yeah.
Love you.
send you the link, and those parties that you want on tomorrow, if it's
Okay.
everybody on the panel or whoever is available to promote the event coming up this weekend. And you ladies, I'll see y'all in a couple of days. And
yeah, but so he wants y'all to be on this show tomorrow, so I'll send y'all the link if you can make
be
it.
on at 7 o'clock,
Definitely.
about
Yeah.
7:05 to about 7:45, because Simon also has his show to do too.
At 8 o'clock.
So you know what? Let's just wrap it up. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. I want to thank everyone for being on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it was a beautiful presentation promotion. Thank you, Brother King.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Lloyd Strayhorn, Mama Ella, Adara, Dr. Shakirah, and you, the listening audience. So please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
I share. You guys have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Thanks.